was grazed, and my lambs suffered.
That is another simple sin in you, to bring the ewes and the rams together and to offer to make your living of the calculation of cattle, to be a bawd to a bellwether, and to betray a she-lamb of a 12-month to a crooked-pated old cuckoldly ram out of all reasonable match. If thou beest not damned for this, the devil himself will have no shepherd. I cannot see else how thou shouldst speak.
Here comes young master again. Why, you missed your brother.
From the east to western Ind, no jewel is like Rosalind. Her worth being mounted on the wind through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but black to Rosa mind. Let no fair be kept in mind but the fair of Rosalind.
If a heart do lack a hind, let him seek out Rosalind. If the cat will after kind, so be sure will Rosalind. Winter garments must be lined, so must slender Rosalind. They that weep must sheaf and bind, and to coat with Rosalind. Sweet is not a flower's rind, such a nut is Rosalind. He that sweetest rose will find, must find love's prickle in Rosalind. This is the very false out of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you dull fool, and found it on a tree!
Truly, the tree yields bad fruit.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unseeable? No, tongues all hang on every tree, that shall simple saying show, but upon the fairest boughs, or at every sentence end, will I, Rosalinda, right, teaching all that breed to know the quintessence of every sprite, heaven would in little show. Therefore, heaven nature charged that one body should be filled with all graces wide and large, nature presently distilled. Helen's cheek, but not her heart, Cleopatra's majesty, Atalanta's better part, sad Lucretia's modesty. Of many parts, Rosalind by heavenly synod was devised, of many faces, eyes, and hearts, to have the touches dearest prize. Heaven would that she these gifts to have, and died to live and die her slave. Oh, most gentle culture, what tedious homily above, ye weary of parishioners withal, and never cried, have patience, good people. How now? Back, friends. Shepherd, we go off a little sirocco with him.
Come, shepherd, let us make an honorable retreat.
Go with him, Sirrah! Hast thou heard without wondering how thy name might be hanged and carved upon these trees? Trow you who have done this? Is it of a man? And a chain, once more about his neck, change your color? I pity who? Lord, it is a hard matter for friends to meet, but mountains may be removed with earthquakes and so encounter. Nay, but who is it? Is it possible? I pity now. With most petitionary vehemence, tell me who it is. Oh, wonderful, 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 and yet again wonderful, and after that out of all who may good my complexion. Dost thou think, though I'm comparisons like a man, that I have a doublet and hose in my disposition? 1 inch of delay more is a sea of discovery. I pity. Tell me who it is, quickly, and speak apace. I would thou couldst stammer, that thou mightst pour this concealed man out of thy mouth, as wine comes out of a narrow-mouthed bottle, either too much at once or none at all. I prithee, take the cork out of thy mouth, that I may drink thy tidings. So that you may put a man in your belly. Is he of God's making? What manner of man? Is his head worth a hat, or his chin worth a beard? Nay, he hath a little beard. Why, God will send more. The man will be thankful. Let me stay the growth of his beard, if thou delay me not the knowledge of his chin. This is Orlando. Has it trip up the rest of his heels in your heart,
company, but good faith, I had to leave to bend myself alone.
And so had I, but yet for fashion's sake, I thank you too for your society.
I'll be with you. Let's meet as little as we can.
I do desire we may be better strangers.
I pray you mar no more trees with writing love songs in their parks.
I pray you mar no more of my verses with reading them ill-favoredly.
Rosalind is your lover's name.
Yes, just.
I do not like her name.
There was no thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
What stature is she of?
Just as high as my heart.
Pretty answers. Have you not been acquainted with goldsmiths' wives and conned them out of rings?
Not so. But I answer you right painted cloth, from whence you have studied your questions.
It was made at Atlanta's heels. Will you sit down with me? We two will rail against our mistress the world in all our misery.
I will chide no breather in the world but myself, against whom I know most faults.
The worst fault you have is to be in love.
It is a fault I will not change for your best virtue. I'm weary of you.
On my troth, I was seeking for a fool when I found you.
He is drowned in the brook. Look but in, and you shall see him.
There I shall see mine own figure.
Which I take to be either a fool or a cipher.
I'll tarry with you no longer. Farewell, good Signor Love.
Oh, I am glad of your departure. Adieu, good Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him like a saucy lackey